Hey, welcome back to the Sci Cast. Since now we have been doing this for over a year, can you believe that? A year!
Yes.
We are at episode 25, which is also a quarter century. So, being the nostalgic people we are here at the Sci Cast, we figured a quarterly review of everything we've done these past 24 episodes.
And any updates or knowledge that we didn't know before about these?
Yeah, back when we were ignorant fools. I mean, anyway, so we're going to journey back.
Take a trip.
Back to episode 1 of the Sci Cast. These are the times when you see us and you say, hey, look, they look a year younger. Well, you know why? Because it was a year ago. Anyway, back on Sci Cast episode number 1, we talked about the railguns. From, what was it? This was... Who
NASA.
NASA. Oh, yeah, NASA. They were using these to launch off...
scramjets.
Well, they were using, but basically for the space program, instead of using traditional giant...
Yeah, they would just shoot scramjets into the air.
Oh, right.
And the scramjet would push the thing into the atmosphere.
Anyway, instead of using those big tubes full of liquid oxygen for fuel, we just use a railgun to shoot you up into space. Okay, so what's new on railguns?
Well, I mean, there's new materials we could probably use for railguns to make them more efficient, lighter.
You're talking about graphene, are you?
Graphene, yes.
God, I love that stuff.
Yes, actually, there's a lot of new things about graphene too. So when we get to that page, it'll be
quite.
Graphene, the new lithium batteries that they're doing, could probably make portable railguns. You know.
I've always loved portable railguns.
Well, I mean,
on the battlefield, instead of using traditional bullets.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
gunpowder as well.
I mean, you sit there and.
No, you wouldn't sit there on the battlefield.
Well, you put it in a truck.
Oh, well, that would be
Make toroid right on top of a truck with it.
But you're standing on a truck to shoot it. Well, you could be sitting down, but
you just make a little ladder.
Yeah.
You know, little swivel thing you sit on, swivel around the truck.
Could you just sit in the truck and watch a computer screen?
Could.
Have a little camera on it? That way you could save soldiers' lives instead of them sitting up on top going, what do I do? Shoot the guys.
Well, you could. Yeah. But, okay, that's the only improvement I could think of right now. Probably.
Well, we could talk about the new speeds.
Oh, new speeds, yeah. They got up to Mach 7 speed for a bullet.
It's 7 times the speed of sound.
It was 33 megajoules shot. It took 33 megajoules of electricity, which I think a jolt is the same as a... What?
It says,
well, 3.1 jolts is the same as a lightning bolt, I believe, if you watch Back to the Future.
1.21 gigawatts?
Oh, that's it. Gigawatts. Okay,
gigawatts.
So
it's not
this is megajoules. So
that's if you want to time travel. These are just shooting off.
Okay, well,
jets.
Megajoules are probably quite powerful. What other? That is, can fire the projectile at least 125 miles
per hour.
No, that's how far they can shoot it.
That's pretty good.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's.
So you could take out a president from a long ways away.
So
not our country, of course.
No,
you know, like
we wouldn't shoot no one
in Northern Africa or Middle East,
Korea,
North Korea. Be specific. We went through this. South Korea's a good one. Remember?
So you say. They're next to North Korea.
They're our friends now.
Everyone's our friend now until they hate us.
Sure. And our enemies are our enemies now until they
like us.
Like Germany. I kid.
So, any new uses for the... probably not. You got anything for it?
Railgun.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Okay, episode 2. Oh, there's some cool little... Nothing. Oh, the science of Halo, the video game.
Oh.
Man.
Well, okay. Yes. Now, Halo could improve Halo suits immensely with power.
With our super suit we made, remember? That's on episode somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just too much to get into with what we could improve on it. I mean, jetpacks we could improve on. The power supplies we could improve on with new lithium
ion.
Yeah, using the new silicone and
silicone/graphene mix
yep.
of
to recharge at 10-fold times the amount.
If you listen to last episode, it's redundant. We also talked about the science of Mass Effect too. With faster than light travel.
Not much has improved on that. No.
It's still on science fiction.
Yeah, for now.
Blah blah blah. Episode 3. This is the good stuff.
The white noise. Actually, you know what? This is actually we're actually seeing some of this now. Living out in the country, I was get internet.
Because he doesn't live in the city anymore.
Yeah, I live in the country. About 13 miles away from any city, and that city ain't very big either.
So far, he needed to get satellite internet.
Yes, which is okay for...
And probably a new phone, right?
Huh? I'm getting a new phone.
Well, is your signal work out there?
Yeah, my signal works out there. I know.
So
but anyway, so I was looking at this, and what they do is they literally, in the band waves of radio, they're sending you... Bandwidth waves, doesn't matter, it's the same difference. A bandwidth, a band wave.
Well, it's technically the same thing, but
exactly. So anyway, in the signal, they're sending you back and forth between you and the other thing.
Sure.
They're sending you internet. And it costs you per megabyte. But you can download as much as you want.
How much is it per megabyte?
I think...
Don't say $1.
No. It was, I think it was $39 for 2 meg download speed.
Okay.
But that's unlimited. But you can get up to 100 meg download speed. And upload.
An upload of 100 meg?
Well, if you want to pay that much, I'm sure you could.
How much would be that?
I don't know. It would be quite a lot.
I would own those noobs on Battlefield 3.
Because, yeah, it was amazing. What they have a big old tower sitting in wherever it is. They had one, the next town over from me.
Yeah.
For 13 miles away. They have a tower there. And you put a tower on your house.
Yeah.
And it's just like an antenna, but it also is pointed towards your tower, and you send signals back and forth.
Is this the free one you're talking about?
No, this is...
Where you use your Pringles can and then you...
Oh, no. You literally had to go buy the equipment. It's $500 and something for the equipment. That's why I didn't get it.
Did you make your own?
No.
Wink, wink.
I wish. But...
I know you could.
You could.
We could do that.
Yeah. Ain't that hard.
No, it's not.
But the thing is, this system uses this episode's technology.
Oh, we should do white noise.
White noise. Using the bands between the new digital channels of the TV.
If you're listening to your radio or your TV and channel 9.
No, actually, this was about the TV stations.
Okay.
When they went to digital TV, right. Before you could flip through 9.1, 9.2, 9.3 on your regular analog TV set. Now they have digital, which homes in on one specific channel in the 9.
Yeah.
Where they broadcast everything only on that channel. So all the other channels they used to broadcast on are gone.
Right.
And open for anyone to use.
And that's a lot of bandwidth too.
It is. I mean, you can literally send gigs through the bandwidth.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking about doing that, but the satellite.
Buying a wavelength?
Yeah.
How much?
Not buying the wavelength, but buying the internet through the radio. But satellite gave me a deal, and they gave me all the equipment free. So.
I suppose that's good.
That's better than not having it free.
Yeah.
It's like $500.
It's an investment, right?
Yes, it is. So anyway, Troy, there's a lot of things that could be improved on that, but the technology's there and we're already using it. So, see, we were way ahead of our time there.
That's how we always roll here in the Sci Cast.
That's the reason we're doing this is because we can't figure out anything.
That too. Nothing else is going on. So.
Yeah.
Oh, episode 4, Parallel Universes. Love this stuff.
Yeah, there's not much new in that.
Once again, it's still...
Except your show you watched.
Oh, yeah. I saw a movie called Another Earth, where another parallel Earth, identical to ours, well, it's identical in a sense. It shows up right next to our planet.
Which one did, if it was parallel, one to show up on our planet?
Well, you see, you're thinking in facts. Well, this is theory.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't really go into how gravity didn't affect each other, or all that stuff.
Okay.
Because that would have gotten really complicated. Anyway.
And it wouldn't make a good movie.
Probably not. It'd probably get bogged down with all the techno mumbo jumbo, and is this, you know. Anyway, it was pretty good. Anyway, you could travel to it and see yourself if you had made other choices. See. But it was all done to a nice dramatic story about a woman who's gets drunk, goes crashing into another car, and it had killed the family. Anyway,
so the other woman didn't do that in the other world.
Right.
Oh, okay.
She was supposed to go to MIT, be this great scientist.
And she's the one that pulled it through.
Right.
Oh.
And she visited.
See, I didn't even see that show, and I can tell you the whole plot.
That was the twist ending, man. Oh, spoilers.
Sorry. So, any which ways, anything else on the quantum mechanics of this is, for one, there's new quantum things that we know of, like faster than light travel.
That's not new.
Huh?
We've always known about faster than light travel.
Well, no, the new thing, the quark going faster than light, or the rogue thing that everyone's
It kind of disappeared, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
I'm guessing it was not real, or like some kind of instrument malfunction or something.
Well, there was a big thing on the internet the other day about nothing can go faster than light because then all of quantum mechanics would be wrong or something.
Well, that's ridiculous. Yeah. There's probably a 13-year-old kid who said that.
No, I don't know.
Uh,
There's a lot of...
I'm going to say I hate 13-year-old kids. I just do.
8-year-olds are the worst when you're playing games against them upon them.
Because you can't even understand it. So
bioluminescent.
We're getting ahead. Episode 5, Bioluminescent Nature.
So, we just seen something on Pop Science. Yes, I'm quoting.
That's not where we get our information from.
No. We used a couple different sources.
Sure. Wikipedia, too.
Yeah. No. Any which ways. Bioluminescent. Now, they were talking about bioluminescent bacteria that eats sewage and...
That cool. Eats your poop.
Eats your sewage and then glows because of it. So, you could have...
Well, it uses your poop to sustain its bioluminescence.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know how it works.
Well,
I didn't really read it.
Otherwise, we'd be able to do it ourselves.
Yeah. So, any which ways, so all your sewage would be sucked into this little thing, and you would have lights scattered around your house that would be made with this bioluminescent algae or whatever it is, bacteria, that would glow and light your house from your poop. I know.
So you look in your toilet and it's glowing.
Oh, great! So,
kids would love that.
Then that would be new to this, I guess.
That's a $1 million idea.
What?
Get this stuff in a box for kids for Christmas. All you gotta do is poop it, and you gotta.
There you go.
It never runs out; it just multiplies.
Or if it takes over.
That could be too. Or if you don't poop it enough, it'll just die. But
Or if you. Anyway,
if people are gonna buy a rock in a box like they did in the 70s, people will buy this.
Brick.
A brick in a box. Yeah. A brick in a brick.
Brick in a brick.
A box in a box. Moving on, episode 6. Cybernetics.
Oh, this one. There's way too much to talk about in this one.
We even have part 2, optogenetics. These are the eyes.
Yeah. So, talking about the eyes, new contact lenses that will give you more of a Terminator feel to yourself is coming out. Well, probably not in time recently, but they're doing tests on animals.
God, look at all that stuff.
Yeah.
This is Harley and big money though. So we're watching a real time on our other.
Yeah. So any which ways, these contact lenses allow you to have displays of certain things.
Right.
So
so it basically blocks out your vision, doesn't it? But it projects on one side what it sees on the other.
Well, yeah,
because it covers up your whole eyes.
It projects.
Yeah.
Through.
Could this be made into a big screen too?
I'm assuming it could. But it gives you displays of what's going on too, like
your ammo counter,
camera,
and your health, and what gun you're carrying, and a radar for the map and the level you're in. Oh wait, that's Call of Duty.
Probably. But I mean, on the battlefield, it'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Because you could still see the battlefield, and you could get intel right to your eyes, without anyone else seeing.
Yeah. You don't have to pull out a map with a
exactly.
flashlight.
And that would be even actually cooler. Infrared. You could probably put infrared right into the
infrared, X-ray, something like that.
Well, X-ray
would be harder.
It'd be a lot harder.
You need to be a lot bigger.
But I mean, infrared. The contacts could probably do the infrared since most cameras pick up infrared anyways.
How about black and white tones?
Hey, yeah. I mean, it would be cool.
Oh man, I'd buy a pair of those.
Well, I'm sure we could pretty soon. Huh? It'd probably use your own body.
I was going to say, you could probably use the wireless electricity,
Yeah.
like those...
you mean...
Those battery pads you can get for your phone?
Yeah.
Basically same concept.
We've talked about that, so we'll go to
we'll get to that. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Episode 7, Space Colonization.
Actually, there's a lot more.
A lot more.
Yes, because...
more new planets in the Goldilocks zone.
Yes.
Goldilocks zone meaning a space surrounding a star that is hot enough but not too hot, not too cold, like the one we're in,
Yeah.
So it needs to be in a certain area.
Well, depending on the size of the planet, the distance from the sun, stuff like that, where it can sustain life to...
Proximity to other large, let's say planets surrounding it, because
asteroids, whatever,
it's pretty complicated.
And
but
it's more than that. It's new things like artificial blood.
Artificial blood, I love that.
Well, I mean, because you pump artificial blood into a human, cool the body temperature down, keep them in a state of suspended animation, using artificial blood to keep their body at a constant 32 degrees temperature.
So you can do that. That way, your blood keeps flowing.
Yeah.
If it gets too cold, it gets all gunky.
Well, your blood is a little different. Your blood will literally damage itself.
Somebody always calls during their podcast.
I know. So, if your blood gets frozen, it literally breaks the cell walls and destroys itself. The artificial blood transfers the nutrition and oxygen to your cells, and still does not freeze like your regular blood. So with that, we could probably space travel a little longer. Other things are using helium-3 for
That's the stuff on the moon, right?
Yep. Using helium-3 for a nuclear reactor, not nuclear. What is it? Fusion reaction. To power our spaceships, so we could have unlimited power supply.
We can also have a solar particle
catcher.
Big.
So next,
episode 8, the obstacles of space travel. Another coincides with episode 7.
There's
radiation sickness.
Well, actually, there is more of a drug now that will help get rid of radiation sickness.
Isn't it a pill you take like in Fallout?
Yep. No, seriously, there is. I don't know if it's a pill, but there is a drug that helps with radiation sickness now.
They did in Battlestar Galactica, remember that?
Yeah, it's a shot, yeah.
Space dementia, you know what? Crazy.
You know what? You're still probably going to go crazy.
Yeah. Food food. You know?
Actually, with algae, using algae, growing it with magnetic pointers in its head, so you can get the food easy.
Hypersleep, that's another problem.
We just talked about that.
We just talked about that.
Okay.
Moving on. Episode 9. Is science a religion? Very tough topic to bring about. It brings up a lot of hatred and bad words.
Who gets hatred?
Well, I know we don't, because we're open-minded.
Oh, yeah.
If you talk to somebody about
don't
science,
talk to my brother about it.
Don't talk to him.
God. No, you don't. Just don't talk to him.
Don't talk to him at all. Don't even say hi. Don't make eye contact.
So anyway, Trace, no updates for that, I believe. Unless you have some.
Not really.
Okay. And Brian can give
Well, we did talk about stem cells, whether ethical questions. I did see in Europe they were making headway on releasing them for drug testing.
Oh, really?
I didn't really read much
Well,
into it.
see, and I don't understand why not to be able to release stem cells. Stem cells are part of your body. It would be like me saying, "Oh, here, have some of my skin for testing." I mean, seriously. "Oh, have some of my hair for testing."
But that's kind of like human testing. It's kind of bad.
What? How is that?
I know.
But I mean, how is that any different than saying, "Hey, you know what? I don't need a quarter of my blood. Go ahead and take it." You know.
I think that's different because
why?
that's. Let me think. Because usually that's okay. It's like sperm donating. It's because you remake it. You know?
Yeah, and you do.
But you remake your cells too.
But stem cells are stuff that most people used to just throw away.
What I think it is people don't like embryonic stem cells because those are basically the basic starting points for.
Well, what they're saying, embryonic
they
stem
don't like
cells.
using dead babies to do.
Well, then why not? The babies are to die anyways,
Right.
so why not use them for something that's come to good?
I know you don't mind, but there are people that don't like.
See, I don't see why people would mind. I don't understand.
Let's say you're somebody like your sister or brother died, and they wanted to take their cells to test to make anti-AIDS treatment or something like that. Good, right?
Yes.
But some people don't like that.
Why? That's just
some
stupidity.
people like to have their.
Let's not get new cancer treatments.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also not entirely. You know, we've been working on AIDS, working on cancer for 50 years, and we've got nothing.
And this could be the breakthrough we need.
But it also could not. Can you cure AIDS? Can you cure cancer?
Yes, actually, you can cure AIDS because there is, like we've talked about another time, there is a certain gene type that is less prone to getting AIDS.
So you're saying we should turn that on? Is that like an on and off thing?
Well, it's just a gene type. AIDS works as we did this once.
This
remember?
Is autoimmune deficiency syndrome.
Well, no.
That's what it's called.
Well, no, it's different than that. But when AIDS comes in, it attaches to your cell. Okay?
Yeah.
And how it attaches to your cell, the people with this gene don't have the same way to attach. So AIDS cannot attach to their cells.
Oh, I see.
To infect them.
So
they're immune to the disease because of it's like the blue planet plague. If no one was immune to it, it would spread to everyone. But certain people had this gene that made them immune to it.
Right.
Where the blue planet plague could not connect to their cells, would not affect them.
So it's like you could call it an evolutionary step.
Yeah. So why not take the next step? Find out what makes that gene turn on and off in baby cells.
Yeah.
I mean, in the
embryonic
stem cells.
Yeah.
Why
it's a very
and same with cancer. We know if we figure out how stem cells work, we might be able to take cancer cells, which are basically just a mutated form of our cells, and learn how to fix them.
No, I understand what you're going for.
But I'm just saying it's kind of dumb that
there are people in this world that...
Yeah, absent-minded, stupid people.
Most of the time.
Yes. Okay, so, sorry.
What I think is they get money from from somebody about this. You know, the whole corrupted government,
Yeah.
Occupy Wall Street.
Well, yeah, because you don't want your people healthy, then they rise up against you.
Well, that's another thing you talk about. Big pharmacy. Big pharmaceutical companies.
Well, yeah.
They don't want you to get healthy because then you won't buy any more drugs.
Well, no, you still buy drugs.
Oh, well.
People will buy drugs because everyone wants a quick fix to everything.
Right.
So, if I'm going to do weight loss, it's a drug. If I'm going to fix depression, it's a drug.
Yeah.
No one wants to take the time and take the effort to fix what's wrong with them. They'd rather just have a pill.
What about aspirin?
Aspirin?
If you have a headache, how can you fix a headache without using aspirin?
Let's see. Take a hot bath. Relieve any stress you have. Take a walk. Take a glass of wine, which thins out your blood.
But you see, aspirin works in like a half hour.
Yeah,
Yes.
and a hot bath can work in 15 minutes.
I've never tried a hot bath.
Well, because most people that have headaches, constant headaches, it's because their stress on their shoulders and their neck is pulling and causing their headaches.
I'll have to try that next time.
So, icy hot on your shoulders, I use it all the time.
And that cures your headache.
Yeah.
An icy hot patch. Huh.
Because right here, onto my shoulders.
Now, is it specific to the type of headache? Because sometimes you get headaches up front or.
Well, no, I mean it's mostly the headaches that come from the back here. You know what I'm talking about, and then come up to the front.
How do they move? They migrate?
Yeah. No, it just starts in the back and works its way to the front. So your whole head just starts. Yeah. So anyway, Trace.
Okay. Moving on to episode 10.
10.
Graphene. Oh, this is a good one.
Okay, here's our catch-all 22 substance.
This is not a catch-22 at all.
It's a great substance.
It's catch-all, not a catch-22.
They were talking about it being a great purifier for air now.
Really?
Yes. It can detoxify air or whatever it was.
Can it capture carbon dioxide?
It was catching something. I ain't quite for
Because
sure.
if you can capture carbon dioxide, can't you stop global warming? And greenhouse gases? Something along those lines?
Well, greenhouse gases are not only carbon. But there was something about. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I can't find it. Anyway, which ways?
Go from memory.
I can't go from memory. I don't know much about it. But it was so much of it can catch and block out so much. I ain't for sure. Look it up. You got the internet.
So do you.
Anyway, ways. So.
Oh, you're talking to the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other things about the graphene. Of course, we were talking about using graphene in lithium-ion
We're
batteries.
talking about lithium-ion batteries a lot here on this podcast.
I'd say solar panels too.
Solar panels, another good way.
Solar panels using the new carbon tubing to transport the electricity through the.
To transport the ions across, and it conducts into electricity.
No, I'm talking about for solar panels.
Oh, not lithium.
No, using the carbon on the solar panels to increase the capacity that can be transported.
So you don't have to be as big or as heavy.
Yep.
Which means you can make more the same surface area.
Well, there's a new thing too for that, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Any which ways. Anything else with graphene that you can think of?
It's making better circuit boards, right?
Circuit boards.
Did we talk about circuit boards?
Yes, we did.
Probably did.
New chips, new couple
circuit
of
board
things.
is a chip?
No. Circuit board is the board you put chips on.
But what's the chip made of? Circuits.
Circuits.
On a board.
So anyway, Troy.
It's the same, but different.
Episode 11.
Battlestar Galactica. One of my favorite shows. One of his least favorite shows.
Yeah. I got to the second episode and I just couldn't watch anymore.
You watched the whole season?
Episode 1.
Yeah, season... What? Hold on. You didn't watch the whole season?
I tried watching episode... oh, no, sorry. Season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah, I didn't make it to season 2. I tried watching most of season 2, but no. Sorry.
It was awesome.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the girls were hot, but that just didn't keep my interest.
Not the cool science they were doing, or the cool spaceships, or the shooting of the aliens.
Yeah, it was
Those
okay,
were
but...
aliens, it was robots.
Type of aliens now.
Well, they were humans. That's the twist.
They weren't human.
They were. They looked like us.
They looked
They
like
talked
us.
like us. They acted like us.
Because they used nano...
memories. They had memories. That would... Remember?
All computers have memories.
Right.
Well,
we had memories.
Turn the page.
I know you hate talking about that.
Episode 12.
Antiviral honeypots.
Yeah. This is the thing with the... no, this ain't even the one I was talking about. Anyway, Trace, this is something different. This is to...
You thought about the AIDS when you were talking about?
No, this ain't the same as the AIDS. This was about catching them, but I don't know if there's any new...
Yeah,
I haven't heard nothing about it either.
Moving on. Episode 13. 3D.
Well, actually, there is new 3D. The one we were looking at...
Did we talk about that?
Yes, we did.
The hologram.
The hologram, like in...
An actual hologram that doesn't require a screen.
Yes, very low res.
Well, right now.
Yeah.
Low resolution and a low frame rate.
15...
It was 10 to 15 frames a second.
Yeah, so...
It'll give you epilepsy.
Yeah. In which ways?
That was me, but funny. So I guess the Nintendo 3DS is doing okay.
Actually, I heard a lot of people were just buying the older one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how are they doing okay if they just...
Well, we still sell an occasional...
Oh, do it? Okay.
We still sell more for the regular ones.
Yeah. So...
well, Mario finally came out for it. That was the problem. There was no games for it. All those crappy...
regular games.
Shovelware they keep throwing out of that.
So, not much more that's new about that either.
No. Episode 14, post-apocalypse scenarios.
There's not much new.
Well, we haven't had any apocalypse, so...
Not yet. We had some close calls, though.
Yeah.
Obama got in the office. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Well, it could be happening soon, though.
Really?
Remember the Occupy Wall Street, the whole economy going to collapse because of the recession we had?
Hold on. And our credit rating went down. America's credit rating went down.
Well,
so
the whole world's credit rating went down.
Well, yeah. No, we went from A++, AAA to A+, AA+. Whatever it is. Yeah, seriously.
I know.
We went down quite a bit.
So did Europe, though.
Who cares?
In Europe,
America is the one that buys everything.
Sure.
If America stopped buying, literally, if we stopped buying for the day, for one day, just stop buying, every other country would go into bankruptcy.
I don't think that's true.
I think it would be.
Maybe a little bit.
You think
but Japan probably buys a lot.
Really?
China buys a lot.
I mean, Brazil doesn't buy nothing from any other countries.
So they're self-sufficient?
Yeah, on energy-wise. But, I mean, why couldn't they be self-sufficient on everything else?
So if we stopped buying things from Brazil, they would be wiped out?
Maybe. I mean, think about it. If we just stopped buying things, one day, just stop buying everything, all the other countries would lock down. Look what happened with the rice in China. Or in Japan. One of the two. I don't know.
Probably China.
It was a scare. Someone said something, and the whole country locked down its rice supply. And then every other country locked down its rice supply.
And what happened?
Well, finally, after a couple of days, people started actually, I think it was weeks, people started buying it again. Because someone said, rice is okay, there's nothing wrong. But it was just a little scare, and everyone freaked out about it.
Well, it's their livelihood.
Well, and that's the thing is...
If nobody shopped at Target for a day, what would you do?
Exactly. So if everyone just stopped buying for the day in America, what do you think every other country would do? Why isn't anyone buying anything? Yeah. I mean, seriously, everyone in the country would freak.
I know I wouldn't. Because I probably wouldn't know about it for a couple of days.
It would make news.
I don't watch TV.
Oh, too bad.
I need too many video games.
So, yeah, talking about video games, Skyrim.
Episode 15, Conspiracy on September 11th.
Yeah, conspiracies. Judy.
We gotta make some for Judy, though.
Well, I mean, there's not much new evidence, I guess. Oh yeah, actually there was. What was that?
What was that, Building 7? A lot of people still don't know about that.
Yeah, no, they were talking about one of the buildings having a power plant underneath it or something. And
well, it's a big building. It might have had to.
Yeah, it had something underneath it for the power distribution or something, and that was disrupted or something, and it had a whole bunch of stuff to do with the building. I don't know exactly, but so Judy, there you go. Another thing that came out to unsupport your theories.
Well, it did look like a controlled demolition.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing. A controlled demolition and accidental demolition, what's the difference?
Well, controlled demolition falls straight down and implodes on itself.
So
right.
Something that
if you crash into something, it would tip over.
Yeah, okay. But let's look at it this way.
But I know
you got a building that is 20 feet tall. You don't see what's happening underneath. If the first floor is wiped out, what's going to happen? Every other floor is it come down.
Yeah.
And it said looked like a controlled demolition.
But the first floor wasn't taken out. But I see where you're going.
Yes, it was.
The first floor was not taken out.
What I'm talking about, though, is there's a power plant underneath it.
Yeah.
And the power plant exploded, or whatever happened.
It makes a vacuum under there.
It makes a vacuum where it would pull everything down.
Yeah.
And with the other one, the plane crashed into it. Didn't cause no damage from the plane crashing into it. It was all the fuel that started burning inside that totally ignited the inside of the building, which caused the whole entire floor to crash.
Yeah.
So when that floor above it crashed in, it started the triple effect just like
it did.
Yeah. So, I mean, seriously, there's not much else to it. I know people want to believe.
Both sides are very adamant about what they believe.
You're right.
We are objective here.
Yes.
It could have and it could not have.
But I'm just looking at the...
I wasn't there.
Science kind of proves...
I'm not an engineer either. And I know you are almost an engineer.
No.
No, not at all.
No. Okay. Maybe.
Episode 16.
I ain't saying.
Our military suit.
Oh, our super suit.
The super suit we made. It seemed like a lot longer ago than episode 16.
I know. Didn't it?
Yeah.
Anyways, new updates with this. Yeah, the contacts that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Could update the whole suit. You put it in, could give you information about your whole suit.
You won't even need the visor anymore.
No. Well, I would keep the visor.
You want bulletproof visor?
Yeah. But I mean, you could have the contacts in.
Because you still need the visor, I guess, for the
bulletproof,
the stealth aspect.
Oh yeah, that's right. Another thing. New batteries.
Did they have a new stealth thing going on?
Huh?
Oh, I saw something on stealth technology.
Oh, the black suit.
Was that it?
Using carbon nanotubing.
Is it graphene nanotubing?
It's carbon nanotubing, which is graphene basically, in a way. It's a paint that they spray on and makes you dark. Black.
It's very racist of you to say.
Yeah, I know.
But it's because you drink too much coffee. That's all.
No, it literally makes you look black. So stealth planes, everything that would be at night would benefit from this because literally just absorbs light. We've talked about it, I think.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
So we could put that on the suit, I guess. Would kind of get rid of our camouflage thing, though.
I think the regular camouflage worked better.
Well, no, our camouflage we had on there was the outside of the suit would project images.
Like the Bond car.
Yeah.
You see that one?
No.
So you just agree with me for no reason?
Well, I have to.
Right. That's, what movie was it? I think it was Die Another Day. One of the Pierce Brosnan ones. Where they got the car and it had a camera and a computer screen opposite throughout the whole car, and it would just project the image on the outside.
Yeah. That's basically what our suit would do.
Yeah.
And with technology nowadays, that would actually be probably a lot faster. With new cell, we could probably even put, since this exoskeleton for it, we could probably use lithium-ion batteries now with the new thing to charge up faster. So, and the new material that uses the heat exchange, so you could put it on all the joints where there's friction, capture the heat from that, cause it to power itself even further. Make a thin layer that goes all over your body to catch your body heat, which we already did, but that was something different. So, yeah.
We'll move on. Episode 17, superpowers / superheroes.
Yeah, we're nowhere near that. Actually, we are. Sorry. Genetically engineered mice to have higher endurance.
That's right.
Yep.
Make them more Superman-like.
Yep. So the mice can do things 50% longer than other mice. So running on a wheel, they can do it 50% longer.
These mice are going to get all the females.
Well, maybe. It depends on how long they last on other things. And they might be able to do it longer. It doesn't mean that they'll last.
Yeah. Yeah. You burn brighter, you burn out faster.
Oh, there you go.
So, food for thought. Episode 18, Wonder Products, courtesy of NASA. I haven't heard much of new stuff.
No.
Because they're getting shut down and whatnot. They're not doing much.
They're not getting shut down.
Well, it's really limited.
They are
resources.
very limited. I don't know any new ones that are coming out from them.
Okay, we'll move on.
They're using other people's stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're outsourcing it to private companies. Episode 19, hacking.
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 Actually,
New stuff.
there is a new right here. Phones. There's a rootkit in your kernel of your phones. Most Android phones. Even in the iPhone, there is one. It's limited compared to the Android one. It's called Current IQ or something, or
CIQ, I think. I did.
Did you hear about that?
I heard
Any which ways, it can literally do keystrokes, tell you everything that you've done on your phone, and it sends the data back to a company. The other thing is, if you put in what's supposed to be airplane mode, it will open a channel and still send the data when it's in airplane mode.
It's very deceiving.
The company says it's for diagnosis use and, battery life checking and blah blah blah. Which
the runaround.
Which is probably true, but it can do keystroke logs, where it can log every keystroke you make.
Which means nothing is private.
Which, yes, you're right. So if I type in my phone, I hate Justin, I don't, but they could catch that and say, hey, he hates Justin. But, anything else?
No.
So,
We gotta get going.
Yeah, we do.
Episode 20, hypersonic glider.
Nothing new with this either. They were, Russia tested something the other...
Are they still around?
What? Didn't they test something the other day that exploded in the atmosphere? Like fireworks? Anyway, Trace, okay.
Probably a cat. Episode 21, quantum mechanics.
Quantum entanglement.
Quantum entanglement. There was new stuff on
Yes, there was. Entangling...
Diamonds.
Millimeter-sized diamond.
It's still a diamond.
But still, they're entangled in something bigger than a... bigger than a... Come on, help me out there. What did they entangle before? Atoms, right? What did they entangle? Anyway, which ways, before they could only subatomic particles entangle.
It was
now,
subatomic particles, wasn't it?
Yeah. So now they're entangling things that are 1 millimeter thick. A diamond, 1 millimeter thick, which is a huge leap. You know, that's like leaps and bounds. So now they're entangling.
It's a quantum leap.
Nice pun. You remind me of your father every day.
Yeah.
So, huge thing. Okay. Anything else?
Teleportation?
No. Unless they teleport diamonds.
No. 22. Cryogenics. Courtesy of Big T.
Yeah, not much on this either to be new. No. Unless they use carbon nanotubes or something.
Probably not. Episode 23. Bangladesh. Oh, that was more a hodgepodge of what we just came with random stuff.
Oh, the algae and all that?
The trio discusses anything related to hybrid algae. Oh, I think we had that as a base.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I don't know what else was on there.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Then he left and we went rambling on.
That's right. We rambled for a bit.
So,
like we're doing now.
Yeah. So there's not much else to do.
Well, we go 24. X-ray the Earth that we did last time. That was 3 weeks ago already.
And there's not much else to that. I haven't seen any updates on it.
No, I think they're still probably processing the information.
Probably.
Figured out. But I'm guessing if they did figure out if it was a hollow Earth theory, they wouldn't tell us, would they?
Well,
because if it was a hollow Earth, that means there are dinosaurs down there, and they could bring them up and then use them for the military, and they could take over the whole world.
Yeah. Okay.
My imagination just ran wild.
Again.
And your L is sticking up.
Yes, my L is broken.
Mine does that too.
Anyway, Trace, so not much on this I can think of. So, next page. Oh, that's today's page.
Oh, quarterly update. Yeah, cool.
So, solar panels are cool, lasers are cool, and railguns are cool. Oh, what's the next? Oh, nanobots.
I just wrote a book, or I read a book. Just finished it. Michael Crichton's new book, Micro.
I don't know.
Where they shrink human beings using very high magnetic fields.
Okay.
It's all very technical. It sounds plausible, just like most of Crichton's stuff.
I doubt it's plausible.
Who don't know anything.
Really? Okay, so if we shrink you down, that means we have to shrink your molecules down.
Right, that's the thing.
Which, if we shrink your molecules down, they would be smaller than the subatomic particles.
Right. They do bring that up about how our bodies are reacting with the environment, and they have this thing called you can't say micro for too long, because they call it micro bends, like scuba gears.
Well, yeah,
your blood cannot clot the right way, so if you get a cut or internal bleeding, it just constantly bleeds.
Well, it'd probably be more than that because you're talking about.
Well, I know there's more than that.
You're talking about subatomic particles being able to affect you.
Right. Well, they can always affect you.
Not in the same way. I'm talking about literally being able to affect you fully. If they smash into you, they're going to smash parts of you away.
Well, that's like saying they could do that to an ant.
They can.
But they don't. You don't see an ant fly out because they get hit by a subatomic particle?
No. But the proportion of an ant getting hit by a subatomic particle compared to what we're getting hit by a subatomic particle are two different things.
Well, we still have mass. We still have the same amount of mass as an ant at that point.
Okay. But your cell is different than an ant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're all the same, remember?
No, your cell will be smaller then.
Well, yeah, granted.
So, you're talking about your cell getting shrunk down smaller than the cell of an ant.
Yeah.
So a subatomic particle will come along and hit your cell instead of hitting the cell of an ant, which is huger than your cell now.
Okay, what are you getting at? What's going to happen?
Okay, here. You got a cell of an ant, which is that big.
Yeah.
Okay? Here's the subatomic particle, and it comes and hits it.
Yeah.
Now you shrink a human down, so their cell is that big, and then you got your subatomic particle coming to hit it. What's the difference?
Yeah, but you're forgetting the picture here. This is what your body is. It's a lot of little tiny atoms.
Yes, I understand that. But what I'm getting at is these are your new cells because you shrunk your body down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this subatomic particle is bigger compared to the ant because the ant ain't shrunk down.
Well, the subatomic particle is the same size.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your cells ain't.
Right.
Your cells are smaller now.
So you're saying it's going to destroy you?
It'd destroy a couple cells, yeah. I mean, think about it. Your cell is smaller, so if it gets hit, it's going to be hit by something that's the same size, roughly. You know, if you got a bowling ball and you throw it at an ant, it's a squished ant. You throw it at us, it ain't going to hurt us.
Oh, it'll hurt you.
Well, you get what I'm saying. It ain't to squish us, though.
Right.
Okay. Well, when we shrink our bodies down like you're talking about, it would shrink our cells down to be smaller. Which, when that subatomic particle comes along, it would hit that smaller cell.
I think you're doing apples to oranges here.
I don't think so.
Anyway, you'd shrink down that size.
Now, if you shrunk the ant down that size, okay?
Yeah.
Shrunk the ant down, his cells would be smaller now, right? So that means the subatomic particle could affect his cells.
You know what is it? A book.
I know. But, your point?
It was really good.
Okay. And when I get done with my book, it'll be really good too.
Yeah, how's that coming?
I don't know. I haven't read it in a while. I've been busy.
Yeah, playing
So-
Skyrim.
That's only took a little bit of my life.
Only days worth of your life.
Yours. No. Anyway, Trace, I believe we're good.
Yeah, so that about ends it here on the Sci Cast. This is our episode 25, and we'll see if we can go another 25. If your wife lets you. 'Cause that's her.
Yeah. Yeah, I just have to remember to set an alarm for 2 weeks so I know. So,
yeah.
just don't call me on the day. Call me the day before.
Didn't I?
No, you called me the day of. I believe.
Maybe. Anyway.
Or the night of.
I figured you'd know. Wednesdays.
Yeah, I know. But Wednesdays go by fast to me.
They do. Days just fly by.
Yeah. So anyway, Trace.
Yeah. Tune in next time. We'll hopefully have a traditional topic to talk about.
And hopefully a special guest.
A special guest.
Yeah, that's...
So we'll see you later.
Adios.